Why don't they tell us? There's a lot of things they don't tell us, and we know it could be anything. Why don't we have privy information readily available to us from authoritative sources? Why is it that if you want to find something else out, something out, why is it that we have to do our own research? Because they're not going to tell us. They're not going to tell the whole story. They may speak of something, but it will be very little of it. And if there's any bad in it, oh, it will probably be diminished. What are you talking about? Look at this, you all. Now let's listen. Hello and good morning. Research indicates that cancer cells often contain histamine, and that this histamine can contribute to their growth and development, primarily by interacting with specific histamine receptors on the cell surface, which can promote proliferation and tumor progression. Progression is gross in various types of cancer. I was reading about animals, how they give animals, like a histamine, antihistamine and stuff, especially when they're trying to get rid of tumors and things, and it calms them down. And I said, well, why would they do that? If they were treating a dog or something with a tumor or a cat, why give them a histamine? Then I thought, I wonder if cancer needs histamine to grow. It's right there in your face. It is in your face right there. The histamine. They can produce histamine themselves, or the tumor microenvironment can contain high levels of histamine due to the presence of immune cells that release it. Hey there, Susan B. Yeah. So, Gina, honey, what brought you to this conclusion? Well, when I'm at my mom's, I have the time to think about my health and my body. I do. There's no distractions. So I have plenty of time. Well, that I don't have plenty. I have enough time without going too deep into it. It's because I was feeling this. I'm thinking I can feel it now. The swelling is going down, but when you have swelling, oh, this was really bad before. With the swelling was so bad. They wanted to literally. This is awful. They wanted to put a hole this big in my chest, take out the rib, take out that section of rib, the rib above it, the rib beneath it, part of my sternum, part of my clavicle, take out my implants because I had breast cancer, take out part of the muscles. I don't have hardly any left here, and leave a big gaping hole with just a mesh on me, just a mesh. And the description that the surgeon wrote would be chronic pain, disfiguration, multiple surgeries, and all of that. That was like this is earlier in the year. I thought that's overkill, but that's the protocol. Now I get back into it. Hello. So, hello there, Blackjack Guitar. So, cancer cells often contain histamine. That is the histamine that contributes to their growth and development. Yeah, well, let me tell you something about this. Watch this, you all. Watch this. Gina, you can speak on that? Yes, I can speak on it because I'm directly impacted by it, and I've tried all this. I've been on this stuff before, but did I know what I know now? Absolutely not. Look at this. Yes, tamoxifen is a histamine antagonist. It has been shown to block histamine-induced contractions of canine tracheal smooth muscle. It also inhibits the release of serotonin and histamine cells from most rats. Tamoxifen can bind to histamine-like receptors and reduce the proliferation. Its ability to inhibit mast cell proliferation suggests it might be useful in treating mast cell mediated diseases like all of this. Well, there's so many dogs now that have mast cells popping up, mast tumors all over their body. There's dogs that now have Down syndrome. To me, it looks like a deliberate poisoning of all species on Earth. Hello. The plants of the grouping are also the sea killers too. And get this, so why don't they tell us these things? I really think that if a person's been diagnosed with something, I think they should be told all this other stuff that goes with it. They should be told, don't eat this type of food, do eat this type of food. You can do this, and this will be a lot better. I think they should have I think they should have the opportunity to decide, do I want to go with the pharmaceutical methods, or do I want to go with the naturalist, the herbal stuff? I think they should have a clinic that has the one type and the other type in it. I think they should have that choice when it comes to insurance companies to what they should decide on, so they can make their own decision by seminars and stuff like that. I really do. No, I took tamoxifen back in 2005, and the side effects made me feel like I was a zombie. I literally felt like a walking dead person. And I took it, I think, for 2.5 years. And I asked the doctor, why am I taking this? If I don't have, I said, can that breast cancer come back? No. I said, then why am I taking it? I walked out on him. That was years and years and years ago. But to find out that cancer has histamines, the cells release it, and they gave dogs Benadryl when they treated them for tumors too. There's something going on. There's something going on. GR Club, I believe that everybody who has certain types of elements on their body, they should be told right up front and reminded, this is what you need to eat. And if you eat sugary food, since that fuels it too, and if you eat a lot of whatever wheat stuff, yeah, Raisin Bran contains wheat, and it does, it's terrible inflammation to your digestive system. Dairy products, I think they should be told all that. I really do. It might help people out. Yeah, so tamoxifen, I was talking about this phenyl, was over here. This ain't the one I wanted, but these right here, you're supposed to put this on your dog, and you might have seen it, and you put it directly on their tumor. And there's other things they have, and I did see like the CBD oil and stuff, but that, I'm telling you what, let me get to it, you all. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. They contain histamine. And let's look up what is an antihistamine blocker. Let's see what it is. I'm sure they're talking about the same histamine receptors. Antihistamines are drugs that block the effects of a histamine, a chemical released by the body during an allergic reaction. I'm not an expert. This is AI generative. We got these antihistamines treat allergy symptoms by blocking the histamine. They have called it, AI has called antihistamine blockers, okay, they're the main antagonist. Yes, tamoxifen is a histamine antagonist. That's right, the Benadryl, Diane. How come tamoxifen has the same category, same label on it, a histamine antagonist, as look, your cells, they contain histamine. Kind of disappointing. Unless I'm reading it all wrong, unless my thinking is all wrong. Yeah. Is that sunflower OTC? I don't know. I'm hailing a helicopter. Or let's watch this. Dogs. Why don't they tell us? And hold on a second. Benadryl for dogs and cats, or this is a reason Benadryl is commonly given to dogs with mast cell tumors. This is if you have a pet and they have been getting mast tumor cells, it's all over the world. Benadryl is commonly given to dogs with mast cell tumors. The granules of mast cell tumors contain histamines, and histamines released from the mast cell tumors can cause issues with vital body functions and stuff like that. For the human brain, I read that too, Mr. B714, that they do have their side effects. They do. It can cause a lot of side effects if you are on it all the time. It could, just like everything, anything that we eat or consume, you have too much of it and you're going to have a lot of damage. You eat too many sweets, you're probably going to end up with diabetes. You drink too much alcohol, you may have whatever the alcoholic syndrome is that you have. Yeah, there's side effects to everything. There truly is. And I've been thinking this morning, I thought, and you know, if you don't have iodine in your body, there's a correlation between that and cancer too. They won't come out and tell you, but you got to do your research. Why do they have to say, don't you eat no salt? But the iodine in the salt is good for us, as long as you don't overdo it. Yeah. Kelly, honey, did we just, oh, I'm sorry, Kelly. Yeah. Too much of anything is too much. That's right. Everything in moderation. The seaweed, iodine, you're talking about the brown kelp seaweed. It has to be a certain type. It does block the estrogen receptors. Yeah. Hello. Why don't they tell us? You're using talk to text. That's okay, Celia. That talk to text, I liked it better before it was literally auto-correcting us. I did. And they put in words that you don't want them to put in. Your poodle had tumors, most on his, and you put him on a cancer diet, yes. And he passed in February. I think that's wonderful. Yeah. What was interesting about this one thing that I looked up, I wanted to know the difference between two things. Sulfadine. Look at this. Sulfadine is a product that contains sulforaphane, a natural compound found in cruciferous vegetable. Cruciferous vegetables. That's what you're supposed to have, cruciferous vegetables, because they don't like, cancer doesn't like that. But to find a product that is contains sulforaphane, that has all of these ingredients. Look at that. Look at that, you all. This sulfadone, they use it for their pets right here. And they put it on their pets with the tumors. And there's other things they do. Yeah. Oh, no. And you mix it with a bit of peanut butter and make sure make sure for your fur baby. This is Jean Alice. Hello. We got to have that on hand if you got pets or anything, because obviously it has a lot of benefits. It does. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, why don't they tell us? Why don't they tell us everything we know? if you're just tuning in, they should say, look, cancer cells often contain histamine, and that this histamine can contribute to their growth and development. Um, oh yeah. Why, I don't know what that stuff is. I have no idea what it is, but you're not a dog. Um, it's frequently used to release symptoms of the mast cell tumors and to decrease the swelling and itchiness in dogs. Oh, look at that, sad. Keep them comfortable. Um, the veterinary manual, that must be a really good manual. If anybody's got Merck books, I think those are a good thing to have. Hello there, Becky. 2 to 4 milligrams of Benadryl per the kilogram of the body weight. Look at that. Do antihistamines shrink tumors? Found H1 antihistamine treatment not only delayed the tumor growth as a monotherapy, but also achieved the highest efficacy in tumor clearance when combined with whatever that stuff is. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, that's right. You would have never thought that they were poison in dog food too. Yeah, some dogs were paralyzed, their rear legs. There's been so many people who fed their dogs a certain dog food brand, and their poor legs got paralyzed, and they had to drag their bodies. And some people made little carts. It's just for their dogs to have wheels instead of their legs, so they didn't have to drag their bodies. I really do feel it's like a deliberate poisoning of life on Earth. I really do. A deliberate. And animals are completely, what do they do? How can they why do you want to get rid of the animals? Why? Same reason you want to get rid of the humans? You want to start over, do you? With a superior race? Yeah. All of our space cameras are down. Today's that day, is what it is. I don't know what I'm talking about, what type of dog food, because I don't got no. That's right, Susan. I don't got a dog. Yeah. One of these things, that right there, that increases, I guess, look at these poor dogs with tumors on them. Mushrooms, mushrooms, mushrooms. Um, um, they will spread. Yeah, there's something they can give them for that. Look at that. What? There was something about, do tumors explode? If they explode, you know how those mushrooms, when they get so ripe, they go pop open and they release their spores. They release them. So could you imagine that in your pet's body? One main thing and it gets big, and then it just spreads it all throughout their body. And humans too, metastasize. Catnip tea. Oh, catnip tea. Wow, this is really good. We're gonna have to figure out what we need to have on hand in the unlikely event these diseases, which are becoming more pronounced, start spreading, and you ain't going to get no pharmaceutical. You're going to have to find out something natural. Catnip, that's a stinky stuff, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, well, we're going to look at it. Have been consumed without serious side effects. It is possibly, okay, they said there's a possibly unsafe if you smoke it or taken by mouth in high doses. Many cups. Well, I've never heard of anybody smoking it, and I don't even know how you would even get a hold of catnip. Yeah, you can grow it. Oh, the fresher the better. Ah, oh, look at this. Hmm. Is catnip anti-inflammatory? It's a pain reliever. Wow. This herb has an anti-inflammatory properties, making it a potential temporary solution for mild pain. Oh, those poor babies. Now I got something else to look up. Yeah, see, that's why we do it. They should tell us these things. There's no need to keep a population ignorant and dumbed down. And you know, when we go around and we listen to everybody else saying, do this, do that, do this, do that, it's kind of like making people think for you. They doing the thinking and you ain't investigating it yourself. But when it applies directly to you, you go out there and you want to know, and then you're finding out things, well, this and this and this. It's do your research, you all. Do your research, because you can go on a trail. One trail leads to another, like like the histamine in cancer cells. And they say, well, our cells have histamine in them too. And tamoxifen is it's an antihistamine, um, whatever thing. No. Oh, look at this. Catnip. The plant has been used to treat diarrhea, colic, common cold, and cancer in Appalachia, nervous conditions, stomach ailments, and stuff. Okay. Well, yeah, that's really nice. I really appreciate you putting that on there. I'm going to have a hot flash. You have been seeing jets flying one after the other. It goes over. I gotta, give me a hot flash. Make it this off of me. Uh-huh. My brother came to visit. I love seeing my brother and my nephew. And this is hot. I'm sitting on the panel thing. What was I going to say about my brother coming? Oh, he said, Gina, why are you wearing that? Is it that cold outside? I said, no, it's a little bit cold, but this is my winter attire. You grow it. Mama rages. Where can you get like starters of it? Does it have to sprout from seed and stuff? So let me lean back on this mat. Oh, it feels good to lean back. Hey, how many cups? Like boil a bushel, obviously. You've not used it before, and start and share. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Well, I actually found another one. And by the way, when I had my one friend, well, let's just say when I had someone staying at my house before when it started getting really cold, I said, you can have this. It was a brand new winter thing like that. The bib coveralls and jacket, because I didn't want her to get cold. I really didn't. Yeah. Despite what some people may have heard on the account, yeah. I don't want to see anybody get cold. I don't. But I found something. Me and my daughter went to Bass Pro. I think it's been around a couple of weeks ago. And they had one that had the same material and just a little bit different pattern on it. And I got it. It's at home. And it doesn't have holes in its knees like this. See, I wear these all the time. And these will literally, they'll zip up all the way from the side of my leg. Yeah, they're nice. We also felt vibrations under your home last night. Wow. Rita, I had a dream the night before last. I was sitting in my mom's house and some of my family members were here. And I looked outside and I could see movement under the ground. Is this something? You know how a mole looks when it's crawling under the ground? How the ground raises as it's going? Well, I could clearly see what looked like some kind of tunnel-like thing happening. It looked like a big snake was underground, but this thing was moving the earth, and it was also moving the concrete that's in front of my mom's door. You could see it moving, and I thought, oh my gosh, there is something under the ground out there. And it was really dark out, and we all was staying in the house. I woke up from that dream because I thought, there is something out there. There is something going to come out of the ground. I did. Yeah. Um, we got the pants. Yeah, I like those pants. I got shorts on underneath these. That's why I wear them. I can wear my shorts and I can put on these bib coveralls, and they're not too thick. They're perfect for this time of year, but if it gets a little bit colder, I'm gonna pull out the ones that I just got. Two sonic booms in the West Coast. Wow. If you're just tuning in, why don't they tell us? You know what I noticed? Because we started talking about um what's that word? Started talking about um well, this is for tumors. It's like cancer. Cancer, they capped this at 170. You don't talk about things they don't want to talk about because the current administration's FTC prohibits it. That's fine. Hey, this looks really neat. I see something on here with the blue dot. I guess it's telling me that I'm on. Thank you, Jacqueline. I like them. I really do like it. So it would be good if you could have histamine or antihistamine on hand, because it does work. That's the only thing I can take. I can't take anything else, and I rarely ever, 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 ever take any type of over-the-counter things and stuff, even if I have pain. It will be my last result. It will. And I'll only take it maybe one time, and that's it. Yeah. You dreamed about your dog and snake bite. Good morning in Arizona, Sochi. So why don't they tell us that, I'm going to get to it. I wanted to know what the difference was in this product right here and this one right here. They both natural compound found in these vegetables, which they even say the same diet they tell you to take. Eat lots of leafy vegetables from the cruciferous vegetable family. Eat a lot of those. Eat blueberries and stuff. They say the same diet more or less for your animals. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good morning. Let me tell you where it is. I You can get it on. This is like, there's a tube and a little bit comes out. It's like the thickness of maybe like try to squirt some Vaseline or like AD ointment out of a tube. That's the consistency. It just takes a teeny tiny bit, and you're supposed to put it over the tumor. But this right here, it's only 2 ounces, but you think, oh, that's not very big. Well, it goes a long, long way. And there's 2 main ingredients in it. Let me see what they are. Oh, this is what got the main ingredients. It's got benzocaine and 1.5 salicylic acid. I don't know what the other ingredient is, but they call it, oh, that's the inactive. These are the inactive: menthol, sorbotin, moderate polysate, tea tree, thyme, cloves, sodium, echinacea. Look, it has all these herbal stuffs in it. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? It is interesting. You tossed in a couple fresh catnip leaves. Wow. It's powder wood fiber that they use as a filler for animal and human food. Wow. Yeah. Pine and clove. You got a clean diet for your furries and yourself. If you're just tuning in, welcome. I better get off here. I'm going on 30 minutes. Time is flying by. It truly is flying by. But the main thing I wanted to say is research indicates that cancer cells often contain histamine, and that this histamine can contribute to their growth and development, primarily by interacting with specific histamine receptors on the cell surface, which can promote cell proliferation and tumor progression in various types of cancers. Look, They can produce histamine themselves, or the tumor microenvironment can contain high levels due to the presence of immune cells that really are. Look at that. Look, they're telling you studies have shown that histamine can promote tumor growth in various cancers, melanoma, colon, breast, and glioblastoma. Yeah. Uh, yes, it is, Jules. It's good to have some information. It is. What happens if your body has too much histamine? Histamine intolerance occurs when you have a high level of histamine in your body, and it can happen if your body cannot break down histamine properly. It can cause a variety of symptoms, including headaches and migraines. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I didn't. I've never thought of if I had a bad headache, which is very rare, if I took a histamine, a Benadryl, and it would get rid of it. That's interesting. Pine pollen? Yeah. Yeah, I hear I'm talking about pharmaceutical stuff, and we got natural things coming, but yeah, it's all tied together. Look, the National Institute of Health, histamine receptors and cancer pharmacology. Considerable evidence has been collected indicating that histamine can modulate the proliferation of different normal and malignant cells. Well, you know what Gina's going to do? I'm going to take me a Benadryl. I already took one. I mean, if I take two, then I'm going to be Miss Mellow Woman. I'll take one for now. I will. Yeah. No need for natural, no chemo. Yeah. Oh, look at this. This is awful. It's really awful. High histamine biosynthesis and content have been found in different human tumors, including melanoma, colon, breast, and as well as in the upregulation of histamine. Look, in some types of cancer, the histamine they will promote the growth and metastasis. Wow. If there's one thing that you come by today, anything you want to remember what you just saw. And tamoxifen is a histamine blocker. A histamine blocker. Now remember that mast cell proliferation? Now they're saying its ability to inhibit mast cell proliferation. Hold on. Mast cell proliferation. Histamine. Look. Increased. Wow. That's all I got to say, and I will say this. This is for informational purposes only. For medical advice or diagnosis, you need to consult a professional because generative AI is experimental. So that's my disclosure on here. I just want that to be known. Anything I read on this internet, it does not replace a professional in the professional field. It is data, it's information that is contained on my laptop and available publicly to everyone everywhere if you care to do the research. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, I feel fine. I really do, Diane. I feel fine. but I just like to think. But sometimes I like to look at what I like to pause and see what am I doing right now? What else can I be doing to eat better? I know you got to have a positive attitude. You really do. Um, that's right. That's right, Susan. It's wise to cover yourself these days. You got that right. No, they wanted the upregulation. The upregulation of histamine receptor H1 promotes tumor. The upregulation of it. Makes me mad. Let me see. Look at this. I haven't looked at this yet. Estrogen blockers are medications that prevent the estrogen from binding to its receptors, often used to treat estrogen receptor positive breast cancer, while histamine blockers, also known as H2 blockers, are drugs that block the histamine receptors in the stomach, primarily used to reduce the stomach acid production and treat conditions like ulcers and heartburn. The estrogen blockers target the hormone mechanism, um, a connection between them. Some research suggests a link of estrogen levels and histamine activity, where fluctuating estrogen levels, particularly during the menstruation or menopause, can trigger increased histamine release. A blooming, potentially contributing to symptoms like headaches, flushing, and allergic reaction. That's really interesting. Wow. Hmm. Look at this. Does estrogen affect histamine? This is because estrogen can boost the release of histamine found from mast cells, which leads to heightened symptoms such as itching, headaches, and hives. And sometimes I think that our bodies are some kind of computer, some kind of we are a biological something, because they got numbers associated with everything. Hot flash symptoms right there. Mint, and also was vera, mint and aloe vera. Um, what medications? What medications make histamine intolerance worse? Antibiotics, antidepressants, and gastrointestinal medicines, antiarrhythmic, antihypertensive, muscle relaxants, narcotics, and local anesthesics. Well, if you're not on any of those, well, what's histamine intolerance worse? Yeah. Oh, look at this. Let me get a drink. I swung by McDonald's and got me a black coffee. This is the first time I've had black coffee from McDonald's, and I would say around 10 years. Black coffee, if you please. It's not like black velvet, if you please. Mmm. Yes, Susan, our undergarments, unfortunately, are toxic to an extent. Turmeric. Hey, Ronnie, honey. That's right. You get your turmeric going, you all. Was a really good compound to have. Estrogen causes an increase in histamine production, while progesterone promotes something called myelination, which is one of the ways the body breaks down histamine. Therefore, in case of unopposed estrogen, the body will act to produce more histamine than normal and cause more severe react. Okay, well, obviously, I think a lot of us might have some histamine issues. We might have a little bit of too much histamines going on in our bodies, don't you think, after what we read? Wow. Matcha tea with raw milk. Oh, I couldn't drink raw milk. I'm not a milk drinker. Sorry, it has estrogens in it. I'm supposed to stay away from estrogen, foods that raise my estrogen, and that is one of them. Yeah. Yes, inflammation. Now, I'm going to say that again. We're going to say that this is generative AI, and if you need some advice or consultant, go to the medical professionals in whatever field you want to. Yeah, that's right. Raw cheese. Ooh, Ronnie, honey. I'm sure it tastes really good if you like that type of food. There's some people who loved all different types of cheese. Yeah, I never was a big cheese eater or anything like that. That's all right. So, why don't they tell us? I think we should have the choice in health insurance with your health provider, whether you want to go the traditional route, like the natural route, or you want to go with the pharmaceutical route. I think that there should be a choice. Which way do you want to go, and be well informed about the dangers of both from that professional's point of view. That's what I think should happen. Tell all the dangers and tell the good things, but don't sugarcoat the bad things on both sides, according to the professional, whether it be the natural, the herbalist or whatever, or the medical professional from the pharmaceutical standpoint and all of that. I really think there should be a choice and it should be covered. Yeah. You are a butter lover. Um, it's okay. Turmeric, yes. Turmeric, do castor oil packs every night. Put the castor oil packs on your body to detox your liver and such, and with a heating pad up to 45 minutes every single night for the rest of your life. Well, until you know you don't need to do it anymore. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, we need both in circumstances. Absolutely, Amy. You're right. Um, Rayon is a good material. Rayon, Al, honey, you sleep in here? Rayon. Oh, probably in a rayon. I think it feels, I don't know this, but when I hear the word rayon, I think it probably interferes with our body's natural energy signature frequency. I'm going to check that out. I am. I am going to do it. Oh, according to research, rayon has a very low frequency, registering around 15 on the scale of fabric vibrations, which is significantly lower than the human's body natural frequency, typically considered to be around 70 and 100, meaning wearing rayon could potentially be seen as detrimental to one's energy field based on this theory. Wow. Thank you for that question or that comment about rayon. Because just hearing about it, my body senses that it doesn't sound good. The key points about rayon and human frequency. The low frequency rayon is categorized as a low vibrational comparison to the human body. Okay. All right, already read that. According to this study, the human body has a signature frequency of 100, and organic cotton is the same, 100. The study showed that if the number is lower than 100, it puts a strain on the body. A diseased person has a frequency of about 15, and that is where polyester, rayon, and silk register. Wow. Can you say, wow? I hope the shirt is cotton. All of these things. Yes. Of course, traditional science will discredit it. It's hard to find clothes made of cotton. It really is. Mmm. Oh, what has the highest vibration? Clothed, clothed in fine linen. Those under the altar were clothed in fine linen. Linen. Linen and wool, top ranking of 5,000. 5,000. I love wool. Research conducted by Dr. Yellen revealed that both linen and wool share a frequency of 5,000. That's a significant boost compared to a healthy human at 100. Wow. Okay. Okay. Flax. Somebody say flax in here? Did you say that, flax? Oh, let's look at that. The healthiest fabric to wear. Incorporating natural organic fabrics into your wardrobe not only supports your health, but also promotes sustainability. By choosing materials like organic cotton, flax linen, hemp linen, silk, and merino wool, you can ensure that your clothing is breathable, gentle, and free from harmful chemicals. Wow. We want to know what we're going to have to sleep in, because you're going to sleep in many hours. The healthiest fabric to sleep in is wool, linen, silk, and cotton. The 4 most recommended textiles for sleep. Wool's excellent insulator, wick away moisture, but it can be rough on the skin. Linen is breathable material. Wow. That's really interesting. What's polyester? Because a lot of thing has polyester in it too. Polyester frequency. How are we going to get it? We got to dig out. We got to go in here and search. According to studies on fabric frequencies, polyester is considered to have a oh my gosh, close to 0, which is significantly lower than the human body's natural frequency, typically considered to be around 100, meaning the wearing of polyester may be associated with a potential energy drain. Wow. 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 It's all about our body's energy. See, that's like a Faraday cage over our body. That is like having ourselves put in a Faraday cage with polyester. I think I got polyester stuff. Yes. You always hated it? Wow. Yoga pants have polyester in them? Well, and I guess it depends on how they're made. Let's look. I don't want to wear no clothes with 0 frequency. That's going to drag my look, it's your vibrational signature. And it is proven that we have it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that's worse. Oh my goodness. I need to make sure I'm wearing total cotton on my body. What was the ones we can wear? Hold on, we got to get it. How did I get on this? We got here because somebody was talking about raw milk, and somebody said something about rayon, and I said, well, it doesn't sound good to wear. Oh my gosh. Linen. Fine linen and let me tell you this Bible verse. They wear in fine linen, dressed in fine linen, dressed in fine linen. Let me see that. It was granted her to clothe herself with fine linen, bright and pure. Fine linen in this verse represents the righteous acts of the saints, such as the ethical conduct and moral courage of godly character. Wow. Angels are redeemed. Angels and the redeemed with Christ in heaven are described as wearing white, fine linen. Yeah, linen is in cotton. Joseph, fine linen. Purity. Okay, let's look at it again. There are fine linen sheets, linen cotton, linen cotton. Yeah, a blend of linen and cotton. Linen and, let me see this, y'all. I just got to do it. Linen and cotton. Linen and cotton. All right, we're going to do it. Okay, linen has a different vibrational. Linen and cotton fabrics have different vibrational frequencies, which are measured. Linen has a frequency of around 5,000 megahertz, which is 50 times the frequency of the human body. Linen's high frequency is due to its natural properties of minimal processings. That wearing linen can reduce your stress, enhance the clarity of your mind, and boost your energy. Organic cotton has a frequency of around 1100 to 3500. Its frequency is due to the absence of harmful chemicals, sustainable farming practices. Organic cotton is gentle. Wow. Polyester, 10%. No, it has a frequency of around 10 megahertz. Silk has a frequency of 5,000 megahertz, which is the same as linen. It's smooth. Our frequency is 70 to 100. You want to match your frequency or go above it. Look at that. Non-organic cotton is a frequency of 70. If the tissue has a higher frequency, it gives energy to the body. I read something this morning about wearing something on your body. It wasn't the clothing. I can't remember what it was. Yeah. That's right. Regina, honey, you got it all right. Can you mix some? You can mix linen and cotton. No, that copper bracelet, I won't wear it. I won't wear copper because it does something to your body. I read it a few weeks ago. Well, it says it plays a vital role in tumor angiogenesis. It inhibits the growth by metastasizing it. But I think I read something copper raises the estrogen levels. Copper and estrogen. I think that's why I wouldn't wear it. Oh, they can increase, let me see, the binding of estradiol receptors in rat urine. Excess copper levels can cause the body to retain the estrogen. And excess estrogen levels can, okay, see, retain copper This can create a cycle. Okay, well, no, I don't. That's why I didn't want to eat it or do it or wear it. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, I got so many. Okay, we learned a lot. If you're just tuning in, cancer cells release histamine, and the tumors do too. And tamoxifen is an antihistamine receptor blocker. And they give dogs Benadryl when they're having tumor treatments to block the histamine to bring the swelling down. There is a direct correlation between histamine causing cancers to proliferate and to expand and grow. So I took Benadryl this morning. Did. Um, oh my gosh. If you got anything out, we learned about clothing, which is really beneficial learning about clothing, cotton and linen. And let's see what the other ones were. There was cotton, linen, and silk has the highest frequency. Let me get over here. Because let me see if I can get to it. I've opened up so many windows. The highest vibration you want is linen and wool. Oh. Choosing materials like organic cotton, flax linen, and hemp linen, and merino wool. All right, polyester is a big no-no. It's no energy to it. This is the healthiest fabric to sleep in, all of these right here. Your body has a frequency from 70 to 100 megahertz, and rayon is 15. Polyester has practically a 0, and it affects your body's energy. You have to take it at bedtime. Yeah. Wow. The frequency of clothing, what fabrics support. Wow. Wood pulp and bamboo requires chemical changing. It's like the food. The preferred fabric for healing. It's Otto Heinrich Warburg identifies signature frequency numbers of the average human with 70 to 90. All right. So we read a lot. Listen, we got to look at this, you all. You're just tuning in. This is the last thing I'm going to look at. The frequency of your clothing material. We got it. We got it going on. They shed light on the spectrum. Linen. No, get that off of here. Has 5,000 each. It's a good one. Organic cotton. It's beneficial with the human body. I think they said it had around 1,300 to 3,200. It keeps you at the going level of 100. Silk, what? Now they're saying silk, despite its luxurious reputation, measured at a surprisingly low frequency of 10. I thought we didn't. Synthetic fabrics such as rayon, viscose, polyester, acrylic, spandex, lycra, nylon, all registered at 0. If you're wearing these clothing, you got a Faraday cage over your body. Rayon, viscose, polyester, acrylic, spandex, lycra, nylon, and 0. Does you want natural fibers? Where did we see that at? I don't know, you all. I made myself tired. I did. This is what they give dogs. You can get it off the Amazon for tumors. This right here. Yeah. I'm done talking. I made myself tired, you all. I've been talking. I'm going to pass 1 hour. 1 whole hour of talking. Yes, you got cotton on. I don't even know what kind of clothing I got on. I don't. It's very interesting, Peter. Yes. Boom. That's right. Holiday presents. Are you so welcome, Cecilia? Celia. Al, honey, did you going to tell your Gina, honey, to rest? I think your Gina, honey, might need some more to eat. You know what I had for breakfast? I had steamed broccoli, steamed spinach, and black beans. I actually like all that food anyhow. I had that and some walnuts. Yeah. And I had some lemon tea this morning. And then I forgot I had this black coffee right here from McDonald's. It's the first time I've had it probably around at least 10 years, maybe. Mm. Al, honey, you might need to get you some food. Oh, wow. Your body's frequency. Could you imagine if the news came on and told people, by the way, your body has a frequency, and if you are wearing these type of clothing, your frequency is down and you're stuck in a Faraday cage, and it's all material. It's really what it is. Your frequency can't get out. You're stuck. It's probably why some people may be in a low mood. If you are in a low mood or something, I guess try to change clothing. Don't go in there and throw out all your clothes and stuff like that. I mean, you got to have clothes to wear, but it's good to know. Yeah, as the earth. Oh, that's right, Janie. I am tired now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. This is a really interesting conversation. I'm glad we did this together. I really am. That way you could see everything that I could see. And we just did the research online in a live stream. Yeah. Your floor is vibrating. Hope something isn't coming out of the ground. When I had that dream the other night, I thought of the Tremors when I woke up. You see that movie, The Tremors, and they come up out of the ground, these great big worms? Yeah. Yeah. Have a wonderful, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and I will see you later. That's right. We got it. You're seeing GR Clothes.